Are you traveling with your little ones to Disney in Tokyo? Whether it's Disneyland or DisneySea, we have created this video just for parents with kids. Let's go! So let's talk about the steps for the most enjoyable experience at Disney in Tokyo. Stays, transports, attractions, eats, prep tips, and shopping. Hey, as parents, we'd want the most convenient way to get to Disney with the little ones. So tip number 1 is stays. Consider staying at one of the Disney resorts or a hotel within the city of Urayasu. Here are the Disney resorts in addition to other hotels nearby. Or you can choose more affordable hotels within the city of Urayasu, which has wide walkways, clean roads, and great amenities. Actually, we stayed at Comfort Suites Tokyo Bay and had great walks by Doctor's Bay, grocery shopping, and a local cafe. Here are other family-friendly hotels in Urayasu, all with free shuttles to Disney. Speaking of transport, here's tip number 2. If you're staying in one of the Disney resorts, you can take a nice stroll like this or a light rail like this to get to Disneyland or DisneySea. If your hotel is in Urayasu City like ours, a hotel shuttle like this will get you to Disney in 20 minutes while enjoying local sights and a nice walk to Disney from the shuttle stop as well. Well, now that you have arrived Disney and ready to have some fun, tip number 3 is attractions. Now, whether it's rides, parades, or something more kids friendly, let's look at the tips for Disney's attractions. First tip is to download the Disney app and start the magical discovery virtually. Let's zoom in to Disneyland. Parents can filter for OK for babies to see rides that are suitable for your little ones. You get to enjoy rides from the latest movies like Jungle Cruise and old classics like Swiss Family Tree House. Or Dumbo at Disneyland and Scuttle Scooters at DisneySea. Note that only one parent can bring your little ones on these rides, while Western Railroads and Jungle Cruise can be enjoyed together as a family. Tip number 2, don't miss one of the 2 parades happening daily at either noon or 3 to 4 p.m. As you can see, the crowds love it, so get there early, grab a sweet spot to watch the parade. Tip number 3, meet and greet. Walking by the Disney characters in real life at both Disneyland and DisneySea will hopefully inspire your family to get a meet and greet session at both of these parks. Tip number 4 is eats. Of course, there's snacks like popcorn all around Disney parks, but for proper food like this, our tip is to either queue up early or book the restaurant in advance through the Disney in Tokyo website. First, you go to Tokyo DisneyResort.jp and go to the Restaurants tab. Then you scroll down to the Search Restaurants section like this. Then you can go to book one of the restaurants on the actual booking page like this. From experience, it's best to book the restaurant you want to go on the morning of the day you're going to Disney. Online booking opens at 9 a.m. on that day. It's also good to note that many restaurants do not require booking but simply queuing up on the day itself. Tip number 5 is prep tips, and we have 5 tips for you parents. Number 1, strollers. Even if you didn't bring your strollers, you can rent them at both of the Disney parks at less than $10 a day. By the way, you cannot bring your stroller carts, wagons, or trikes into the parks, so rent a stroller and bring one yourself. Number 2 is nappies. Parents will be glad to know there's a baby center near the entrance of Disneyland and various centers within DisneySea, and in almost all of the restrooms around the parks like this as well. Number 3, lockers. If you got a lot of stuff you prepared for the little ones, there are lockers available at the entrance of Disneyland and DisneySea. Number 4, cash is king. Whether you're buying Disney hats, snacks, or proper meal, you'll find it's easiest to pay in cash even at Disney's in Tokyo. Number 5, clothing. Huge crowds at Disney means it's really a great opportunity for your family to prepare the same color themes of clothes, so it's easier to find each other in the midst of the crowds. And don't forget to wear something suitable for the weather on the day before you go. Our last tip for parents is shopping at Disney. Shopping tip number 1, because shopping at Disney is really an attraction in itself. We suggest for you to make your shopping stop in the afternoon as you experience much lesser crowds like we did. Shopping tip number 2, go to the stores that have the items you're looking for. I was actually quite surprised that not every store in the park sells Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck's plush toys. So my recommendation to you as a parent to another, I looked through the Disney website for the stores that actually sell them. You actually notice as well that each of these stores sell different items, as you can see right here. Shopping tip number 3, check out standby passes for the popular stores. For example, Kingdom Treasure store features heroes and heroines of Disney films, so it can definitely get super crowded during peak periods, so standby passes will be required to enter the store itself. I'd actually check out the Disney website to see if this is required for the stores you're going to. Shopping tip number 4, while classics like Mickey Mouse and Goofy plush toys can be found at both Disneyland and DisneySea, exclusive items like Duffy Bears can only be found at DisneySea itself. Well, that was it for this video. I hope you had the most wonderful and magical experience at both Disneyland and DisneySea. Hey there! Let us know what excites you the most about Disney in Tokyo in the comment section below.